Hi, this is Leonard Smith, and it's Saturday morning, and we're going to have a cup of coffee and discuss a wonderful event last night at Tiger Lily with imaginary authors and the wonderful Josh Meyer. So cheers. Well, for some of you out there who look forward to my Friday nights of jumping around the apartment and making crazy cocktails, that didn't happen last night because I went to Tiger Lily, as I mentioned in the intro, and attended the personal appearance by Josh Meyer, the founder and perfume nose behind Imaginary Authors, for an event where he launched his new perfume and presented his other perfumes also. And it was a great event. Josh is a wonderful guy, and we just had a great time. And I want to thank Antonia Cole, who owns Tiger Lily, for inviting me, and Josh for being so great and wonderful, and all of the great people that I saw there. And see, at most of the events, it was just great to see all of them. We had a wonderful time. Imaginary Authors is a perfume house that each perfume is presented in the premise of being a novel written by an imaginary author, and each perfume has the name of an author behind it, except for this one. It's very interesting, and it has the author and a little description of what the book is about. So the perfume that I actually got last night is his new launch, and it's called A City on Fire, and this is a smaller bottle of it, and you can see there's a match right there. The larger bottle, which I'll have a picture of, has actually the name of it on the front. And on the back, the notes are listed. And there it is on the side. It says, A City on Fire. So I'm going to read you what it actually says on the website so you can get an idea of how creative he is in every aspect of his perfumes. So this is what he has to say. A City on Fire, a brilliantly dark graphic novel. City on Fire is the story of two matchmakers. Rupert, literally, fabricates matches in a factory on the waterfront, while Francis writes a dating column for the city's newspaper. Both are recluses who haunt the night's shadows, observing clandestine activities from afar, but never partaking. That changes one fortuitous evening when they are both witness to the same high-profile murder, and are forced to come together in an unlikely vigilante pair in order to save their own names. Imaginary Authors developed this fragrance exclusively for Macus, a modern menswear retailer focused on forward concepts and clean classics in Portland's Lower East Burnside neighborhood. The notes in this are really interesting. There's a note called cade oil, and cade oil is created from a kind of juniper kind of bush that grows around the Mediterranean. And then the other notes in it are spikenard, cardamom, something called clearwood, which I'm not sure if that's an imaginary note from Imaginary Authors or an actual wood, but it definitely has a woody feeling in there. There are dark berries, labdanum, and burnt match. Now, how perfect is that, a burnt match? Now, to tell you a little bit about it, I'm going to spray it on, and right off the bat, you get this kind of like when you light a match, it just kind of sparks, and it shoots right up your nose, and it just awakens your senses. It really is beautiful in the opening. And then it gets, the cardamom comes up, and it gets a little peppery. So it has this kind of sparkling, peppery opening. But that only lasts a little bit, and then the berries come up. And I have to tell you that Josh didn't list the berries purposefully because I think he wants us to just kind of experience them and not go, oh, that's such and such a berry and that's such and such a berry. But he did reveal to me what those berries were, and I'm not going to share it with you. It's a secret. You have to find out for yourself. But I would say that it really is a wonderful, sophisticated scent, and we talked about that it's something that is refined, and it's refined and austere, and it makes a perfect fragrance for a formal affair. It really is a great new fragrance from this wonderful house of the imaginary authors. So this is Lanier Smith from Sense Memory saying, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. Cheers. I'll talk to you later. A refined smoky accord makes this an austere and luxurious scent for evenings on the town, whether with a special someone or alone looking for trouble. Who doesn't enjoy being alone and looking for trouble?